Hey guys, it's Miss Denise here. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do a little story time about last year's nationals. We went to Galveston, Texas. In this picture, you see Miss Sydney, my lovely, talented daughter. She's a competitive dancer. Her team got these matching vests and cowgirl hats just to get into the spirit and get ready to go. Hers says Miss Flex because she's super flexible. She's great at acrobats. She had this obsession with this Starbucks refresher last year. I don't remember the flavors, but she always
Ready for your
had
heart
one.
to heart, Sydney?
Here she's doing her heart to heart, her last practice. We went in the studio the day before we went out of town. Here I am, just happy to be off work. Our early check-in, we were not playing any games about getting on that plane. We were super excited to go to Texas. Here's Sydney and I on the plane. Little cheek kisses. I love my daughter so much. When we got there a little bit early to check into our Airbnb, so we stopped to get some food. We went to Cajun Greek, had some seafood. Sydney had some gumbo. Here she is. We had just got off the plane. Mommy had some oysters. These oysters were huge. They were fresh. We were right by the ocean. They were so big, I didn't know if I needed to eat them or report them, so I measured them. They were as big as like the palm of my hand. They were huge, but they were actually tasty. I was surprised. Second thing I had to do is put on a cowgirl hat, because when in Texas, do it big, right? So we had a barbecue. Sydney and her friends decided that they were going to have a water balloon war. They had so many balloons separated by colors for different teams. It was really dramatic.
For the barbecue? Is that your dish?
She had all these balloons. I didn't even know she blew them up. It was funny. At night, the first night, I really wanted to see the ocean, so I went and took some pictures. We went to get some live shrimp. It was Sydney and I and one of her dance friends. Here she has on these mystery glasses that I never saw again after this day. She lost my glasses. They had some food. Here I am on the beach thinking I'm cute. I was so happy to be in the sun. Y'all don't know. We live in Minnesota, by the way. So me and one of the dance moms snuck away to get some oysters and some pasta. That pasta looked way better than it tasted, I'm not gonna lie. So here's what we came for. It's nationals time. Here's me with my dance mom vibe. Gotta have my Starbucks, gotta have my sunglasses. Sydney doing her makeup. Her first season, I did it for her all the time. And then she just mastered this glam beat. And now she just does her own makeup. She won't even let me do it. Here she is already checking in. Here she is again. She can never take a regular picture. Oh, here she is again. With a Sydney pose. This is the second day. We're getting ready to go back. It was a few-day process. So one of her family members, Miss Bianca, her cousin, came to see her and surprise her. They hadn't seen each other in a few years. Bianca's a majorette, one of Sydney's inspirations. They were super tight when Sydney was little. Sydney always wanted to be a dancer, so it was really nice to see Bianca come down and show some support. When you're traveling and competing, it's just a blessing to see someone. She was so happy she cried. Oh yeah, and they won. Look at her. She's so decorated because she's really the GOAT. She's amazing. Yeah, she's a show off too. So talented. So I was just super excited, super proud of the girls. We were getting ready for the last day. We had one more day of competition for the callbacks, for the best routines to perform again in what Groove calls the jam. But let me tell you what happened. They started talking about a hurricane, that it was coming. And they were just acting like it was going to be okay. Like, oh no, there's a seawall. It's not a big deal. And I'm like, oh yes, I need to call my son because I'm about to die. So I called CJ and played it cool like nothing was wrong. I really just wanted to see his face. So the teens that night, even though we're on this storm watch, they think that this storm is going to pass. So they're having a dance. And I'm just like, listen, I'm not from here. I'm not with this. I'm from Minnesota. I'm ready to go right back to Minneapolis and be inland. I do not want to be next to the ocean anymore. There's a hurricane coming. Listen, the teens were dancing like they were at prom. You get a whole bunch of dancers together, give them a DJ and a dance floor and just tell them to go. They wouldn't stop dancing. And everybody was acting like this storm was not coming. And I'm the only one like, hey guys, we should make a plan to get out of here. They're like, no, we're going to keep dancing. And we're going to dance tomorrow. Just 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. And I'm like, no. And they're like, chill, have some coffee or something. Put a smile on your face. And I'm like, listen, I know that you moms are not afraid, but I'm afraid. So if this is how we're going to act, I'm just not going to talk to you guys. I'm going to sit here and plan my exit strategy so I can safely make it out of Galveston, Texas. My daughter isn't even here dancing. So why am I here? Why am I 5 minutes away from my child? I was looking just like this cat the whole time. I was over it. So about this time, the reception on my phone kept cutting in and out. This dance was supposed to be over at 9. It's like 9:30. I'm like, y'all, we got to go. I'm watching the radar, right? And people keep saying this storm is going to bypass us. And I'm like, I don't know, man. We're looking pretty close to the you are here and the storm is here too, right? So then it's just getting closer. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't even know what this is going to look or feel like. I've never been in a hurricane. I needed to charge my phone. I'm like, girl, charge your phone. The lights are flickering. The wind is blowing. The trees are flapping. It is time to plug your phone in. What are you doing? It's getting closer. I can't sleep. At this point, I'm staring just like these eyeballs, wondering why everybody's asleep, chilling, acting like the storm isn't here, like it's coming. I didn't want to wake everybody up, though. I didn't want everybody freaking out. So I just stayed under the blanket with my phone, looking at the forecast, watching the storm come up on us. Just walked up on us, basically knocked on the door and said, hey, I'm here now, look at me, I'm a storm, I'm a radar, I told you I was coming. Literally told us it was coming. Like the trajectory, the pictures, everything was saying it's here. It's here. The wind is here, the trees are moving, the door is moving, the water is coming. It was the worst, you guys. So the next day, well, the same day, because it was already morning, I'm telling you, I couldn't get any sleep. The kids are like, hey guys, it rained. I'm like, it didn't rain, it flooded. There's water everywhere. There's people in boats outside of their house. These people weren't even looking for nothing. They were just rolling around chilling. So we're like, you know what? I guess it's time to make the best of it. When in Texas, do it big. So the girls pretended like they were fishing. And we tried to just make the best of it. We had no power, no entertainment. So this was the entertainment. Let's grab some fishing poles and take a video just for kicks. Sydney wanted to play balance beam over the water because she's super talented. And then I'm like, you know what? YOLO, we might not make it out of here. I'm going to balance too, be over the water, be crazy right with you. Then we decided to take the dry spots and go for a walk. We went around the corner. And all we see is like cars in the water, tow trucks trying to pull cars out of the water. It was a mess. It was really crazy. I feel bad for the locals that live there. I know there's a lot of vacationers, so a lot of people were able to leave. But, you know, there were some people there whose property was destroyed. But Sydney, she stayed in good spirits. We spent like a whole day with no power, traveled back to the airport, but on the way to the airport, things just got worse. We were running into places with no water, no lights, no nothing. Finally, we made it on the plane. But yeah, we were actually supposed to be dancing the day that the hurricane hit. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.